Builders of Future Africa (BFA) is an organization that is based in the eastern part of Africa, a country called Tanzania, in Arusha region, specifically in Lenjani village. Big percent of these area dwellers are pastoralists, mostly the Maasai tribe. High poverty level, high school dropout rates, and scarcity of enough numbers of qualified teachers have been combined factors that clogged the educational welfare of Lenjani village for several years. The organization was formed specifically to combat educational struggles that faced the students in the village, at all levels starting from primary school and stretching all the way to university level. B.F.A. was formed and run by high school students from Cornerstone Leadership Academy, who received abundant leadership training that spiked their leadership skills, arguing them to solve social problems in their respective community. Primary school education has been free in Tanzania since 2002, and secondary education was free from 2016. But families still have the responsibility to pay for uniforms, exam fees, and school supplies. Advanced level education has not been made free yet, so families have to pay for all school expenses, with school fees inclusive. Even with the fact that the government has made primary and secondary education free, there is existence of large number of families that cannot afford paying for their children's school necessities, mostly being stationeries, exam fees, and food. According to the Basic Educational Statistics in Tanzania (BEST report), repeaters and dropouts are higher in government schools than non-government schools. A recent report from the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund (UNICEF) explains that early marriage and adolescent pregnancies keep girls out of school. Almost 3,700 girls dropped out of school by the year 2016, and girls from poor families are twice likely to be married early than girls from wealthier background. The report also analyzes the shortage of qualified teachers in government schools and concludes the ratio of teachers to students in pre-primary schools as 169 students to 1 teacher, while in private schools the ratio is 24 students to 1 teacher. All these reports show how children from poor families are automatically disadvantaged in getting quality education in the country generally, and this made BFA as an organization to specifically focus on supporting educational grounds in the community. The organization aims at transforming the African communities through building children's characters, morals, and mindsetting. How does the organization operate? The organization has very simple recruitment rules and steps. To begin with, all children that go to school around Lenjani village are eligible to both moral and financial support from the organization. The second rule is the performance rule, where in order for a child to maintain the financial support from the organization, he or she has to be performing well in class constantly. BFA looks to touch as much lives as possible and spread love all along. And due to the high number of students who are in need, the organization cannot offer full scholarships to all students, especially not to more than 1 child from a family. So, they have some children who get partial support while others receive full support from the organization. Those who get full support means the organization covers fully all of the child's school expenses, and those who undergo partial support get a limited amount of financial support from the organization. BFA has had few special outreaches that are grouped into three main categories. The first one is the community outreach. This is done twice per year. Normally, it takes place in January and April or August. It's during these outreaches where around 50 members of the organization take time to visit families of BFA supported children. Usually, it takes the whole day, starting from 8:30 a.m. all the way to 6:30 p.m. The main aim of these outreaches is to spread the love and create bond with the children's parents and siblings. During these outreaches, members of BFA are dressed in BFA t-shirts and they would walk from one house to another, singing, dancing, and having fun. And it is within these moments where even more children get interested in joining the team. It is always wonderful to be among the students and their families. Dancing and singing makes us all feel the love we share, and normally we carry small gifts like laundry soaps, toothpaste, and body oil when visiting the families, says Mr. Elisante, who is the current president of B.F.A. The second outreach is the charity outreach. This takes place 3 times per year, where the organization pays visit to orphanage centers, children wards in different hospitals, and various children's centers to offer small gifts, including basic needs such as food, clothes, medical needs, soap, and body oil. The third outreach is the academic outreach. This is done regularly on a monthly basis, where BFA representatives are sent out to schools that have children who are supported by the organization to trace the children's academic and welfare progress. The organization has a positive purpose of supporting students in their education, so it is the organization's duty to keep footprint of every single academic progress of the children it supports. Following the shortage of enough number of teachers, BFA, through the Cornerstone Leadership Academy, normally hosts children who live close by to the school into the school premises, and it provides them with academic help and also fun and games. This is done to improve academic performance of the children and to support their learning progress in general. Usually, classes are held to brush the kids in English language, mathematics, and other subjects, and the students from Cornerstone Leadership Academy become the mentors and hosts of the children every Saturday evening. After class sessions, it's always game time, where children and their teachers move to the field for sports and games. Together, they forget the day's struggles by creating fun moments. So far, BFA has been able to achieve a number of recognizable honors since its establishment 8 years ago. The organization is now supporting 110 students, and among all, 30 of them are fully sponsored, while 80 students have partial sponsorship. The organization provides stationeries to all 110 students, and it gives uniforms, pays school fees and health insurance to the 30 fully sponsored students. BFA has revived the lost hopes of education in many families. It has developed the children's academic confidence and encouraged educational determination. Furthermore, the organization has truly extended love, unity, and faith into many lives that it has touched in one way or the other.
Hello, my name is Intern, the President of Youth of Future Africa over Tanzania mainland. It's really an exciting moment. We're more happy as you say to BFA. You can join us, say as a BFA leader, BFA member, well-wisher, even go some other to BFA. Yeah, BFA is a great platform for youth and all people of any ranked ages who are really willing to serve, giving back the community, but more so service in the community is our target. As a BFA member or well-wisher, we expect you to be giving. Giving is your ultimate goal, but not only giving. Mother Teresa once said that it's not what you are giving, but love and food what you are giving, what matters. The same thing to be free, giving because no one has ever become poor by giving, but it's an obligation also to give back to the community because the community has impacted us a lot with material support and moral support. Volunteering internship, BFA is purely volunteering, and most of people are volunteering, leaders are volunteering, members are volunteering, and well-wishers are also volunteering. But in BFA also, we expect you to grow in leadership, development, and professional growth for both kids and BFA members. We expect that you are going to expand your horizon and test your margin of leadership. More so when you are assigned responsibility, you're going to do it perfectly. Not only that, but this is the most interesting part of BFA, which is love and togetherness. Despite the world having 7.3 billion people, we still have lonely hearts. Others still have no people to laugh with, people to play with, to share their stories. But in BFA, we have community outreaches, we have charity outreaches, you have Saturday programs. We call it Super Saturday, where you can come and share with us your stories, your background, you can have fun, you can laugh together. The story that we believe we're going to live to one another. That's the most interesting part of BFA. We love BFA kids, we love BFA members, we love our wishes. What is more important to us is that love that we are sharing together. So you're really welcome to be part of BFA. Remember, whoever gives the poor will lack nothing. Thank you. Asante sana.
How can one become a member of this charitable organization? It's easy. Visit the organization's websites and social media for more information on how to register. And as a reminder, joining the BFA team, one gets a chance to flourish the heart of serving our societies and giving back to the community. You get the opportunity to learn from the young generation and help them fight poverty through education. Getting a chance to interact with new people, creating networks, and improve personal CV. Remember, whoever gives to the poor lacks nothing.